and people from all over the world and all over, and all faiths, they participated. And it means there is a need to talk and understand each other. Americans have certainly awakened to know, to understand the basics of Islam. So it means the world is moving somewhere where this intolerance is emerging, which has to be addressed to. As far as Karachi is concerned, you see people over here, the names were mentioned of the families who came from different religions, different communities, but living in one place, they felt that they had a duty towards society to contribute. Here you see there are schools, big institutions created, established by Parsis, and people take pride in it. They've got their own standards, and everyone is keen to put their children into that institution. There are institutions established by Christian community, and they are very prestigious institutions of the country, not only in Karachi but all over. There's the missionaries, there's the mission education, and they've established such institutions. There have been institutions and hospitals established by Hindus, which are still there. Here in the interior of Sindh, you go to Chicago, and there is the Karachi hospital established by a Hindu. But he did not say that only Hindus will come and will be benefited by this hospital. So this is what, there is a need of society and the people to feel the responsibility of contributing something in the society in which he is living, whether he is practicing any religion, Islam, Christianity, Parsi, Sikh, Hindu, whatever. So I think the basis of the harmony is your own understanding of your own religion. I would re-emphasize this, that please you try to understand your own faith, your own religion. What does that say regarding other faiths and other religions? And I'm sure, I'm positive, that no religion, no faith instigates the person to go and fight other religions and faiths just because you have got some different faith. No religion teaches such thing. It's always mutual understanding, it's always learning each other's ways and means and respecting each other's religion. Go back to Prophet Muhammad's days. The thing that we have learned from him, the first agreement that he had with Jews, Misa-e-Madina, what was that? It was like coexistence, living with each other, with respecting each other's ways and means and religion. So, what we learn from that is that we have to be tolerant, we have to be respectful, and we have to contribute in whatever manner we want in our society. So if this is a conference to respect each other's point of view and bring those years back which this city, the great city, has seen, in which all these different religious people and religious communities existed in harmony with each other and did their bit for the society to be flourished as civilized society. I think we have to learn from that. And these 62 years, we have seen the city is passing through so much chaos, so much intolerant things, that it's just not only religion, but even the languages have not been tolerated. If I don't speak particular language, I'm targeted. If I don't go your way, I'm tolerated. Even the democratic rituals are changed. Democracy means that you have the freedom of expression, but even the people who claim to be democratic or democracy, they are practicing that, they don't allow you to have your own ways. So we have to understand these things in their true spirit. We have to revive the culture of intolerance and sin. The sin that we see today is not the sin that was the sin in the past. We talk about it, we feel ourselves helpless, we talk only for past, past is always beautiful, but we are not actually ready to bring back those traditions and those things which were practiced in past, we don't want to understand that what were the basic features of that old sin which were practiced. So in 2009, the world is reaching somewhere else. We are still sitting over here in a very small number. Maybe we don't believe in each other, don't believe in the seriousness of the topic, that we have to sit together, we have to understand each other, we have to respect each other, we have to see that what the traditions of other things, other religions are, which are actually contradicting us. You will not find anything. Your faith is your faith, my faith is my faith. This is between a person and a God. But what your religion is telling how to behave with your neighbor would be certainly the same what other person's religion is telling you. Your religion tells you that you have to find out whether your neighbor is not sleeping without having food. Have you ever tried to find out what's happening in the other side? We live in apartments but we don't know who's buying it. So we have actually forgotten the basis of the civilized society. So we have to go back to that, which is again, I think, something very natural. The person has to go back to nature. So we have to go back and we have to trace down the traditions, what our society practiced, what was done in Karachi, what is the need to go back, and how to create a very peaceful society and very peaceful sin, which was mine and is not seen anymore. Thank you very much.
I have one question to you.
To address you at another.
Yeah.
Are we taking questions at this point? Doctor?
No. Okay.
Perhaps we could do that after the end of the program. Echo and sound are one and the same. Languages twist and turn, understand. Both were one. Hearing has much difference made. I'd like to now invite Dr. Jafar Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sri Soomro Sahab, Mr. Mazharul Siddiqui Sahab, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Sindhi Sufi Institute and particularly its chairman, Mr. Khadim and Soomro, for inviting me to today's important conference and enabling me the opportunity to share some of my views with the audience. On the title of the card distributed on this occasion, there has been given a quotation from Shah Abdul saying that there is a great sign for men in the manner the birds live and move in flocks. They do not sever the bonds, they foster love and coexistence. This provides the motto of this conference, and I think that the purpose of today's conference is to highlight the interrelation between the importance of interfaith harmony as it has been practiced in the province of Sindh, and then to put the searchlight on Karachi and see what Karachi stands for today and how the message of Sufi saints can be of use in resolving the issues of today's Karachi. We all know that Sindh has had a long history of mysticism. It has been a seat of human civilization. And the institution of Sufism and mysticism has flourished in this province. As a student of history and culture, I tried to understand the major currents of this mystic philosophy, and I realized that at least 5 major trends and doctrines identified easily. The first and the foremost is the message of love, love for all human beings, broad-mindedness, tolerance, a wider concept of humanity, discouragement of discriminations of all types. We know that the Sufi saints used to talk about equality of human beings. And I think that there are three paradigms that should be considered in this respect. First is the paradigm of thinking of Karachi as a cultural port. I think cultural port paradigm can be useful, but in a city where you have so different people and they are in such big number that their cultural integration will take long time. I mean, if there are more than 2.5 million Pakhtuns in Karachi, if there are more than 2.5 or 3 million Punjabis in Karachi, you cannot expect that this will become a cultural port very easily. It will take years to make Karachi a cultural port. The other paradigm would be the paradigm of multiculturalism. But multiculturalism is more relevant in Western societies where migrant laborers are going from different countries and settling there. And they come from hundreds of different cultural backgrounds. People from Hong Kong, China, South Asia, Africa, Latin America, they all converge in London or New York. So they in fact have a multicultural society. Karachi society is not that much a multicultural society because we have 10 or 12 or 15 different cultural identities here. And they are not multi, but they are numerous. So the third paradigm could be useful, and that is the paradigm of cultural.
Beloved, which of your shine, which of your signs should I describe? How should I relate? I'd like to now invite Professor Joskovic. Is Professor Joskovic here yet? No, I guess not. Dr. Pascal Robert?
Honorable Chief Guest, President of the Conference, respected speakers, friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I wish to congratulate Sindhi Sufi Institute for organizing such an important conference, because I have been for the last 26 years member of the interreligious dialogue of the Catholic Church, and I must say that in all these 26 years, it's only the religious minorities which has often felt the need of such conferences and seminars, and often it has been their initiative to invite the enlightened people from other major faith religions to cooperate, to collaborate, and to support in their various